It is raining outside. It's raining like crazy outside. As soon as something happened to my Instagram. Yeah, the traditional Christmas narrative, the nativity of Jesus, all this stuff here is pagan. The traditional Christmas narrative, the nativity of Jesus, denoting in the New Testament says that Jesus was born in Bethlehem in accordance with the messianic prophecies. When Joseph and Mary arrived in the city, in the inn had no room, and so they were offering a stable where the Christ child was soon born, with angels proclaiming this news to shepherds, who then further this discriminated the information. This emanated the information. Some of these words are very hard in here, but I'll come back to this. Look, y'all, I went over on Live Me, and they had a guy put in a comment section. He said that he don't celebrate Christmas, and this woman said, "Well, if you don't celebrate Christmas, something about see you next year then." She was saying, "Well, next year we'll be here." It's like people trying to make a justification out of somehow throwing something in there, celebrate something, acknowledging something, now celebrate is something, is when you acknowledging something to me that took place, and you commemorating it. You're remembering that was a special time that they be trying to put God in it, putting Christ in it, and all that kind of stuff. Celebrating and trying to remember that special time when something first started. You see what I'm saying? But what people have to understand, before the world began, did people celebrate that? And people trying to find all kinds of justifications and excuses is to say you shouldn't celebrate Christmas. All that shit. What does Christmas mean? What does Christmas mean?
Oh. The Mass of Christ.
They're going to justify it. Where did the name Christmas originate?
According to whychristmas.com, the name Christmas comes from the Mass of Christ. A Mass service is where Christians remember
that Jesus
died for us and then came back to life.
That's a damn lie. Where did mistletoe come from?
According to Ambius, this ancient civilization of people lived on the British Isles in what is now Ireland and Scotland. The mistletoe became a sacred symbol of vivacity and fertility to the Druids after they saw it blooming in the trees during the harsh winters.
They use anything to justify celebrating a wicked holiday. Okay, this was all about a fucking plant. The origins of the kissing under the mistletoe, a plant that often bears with white bears. White bears are often traced to a tale in a Norse mythology about the god Blander, and the story Blander's mother's friars cast a powerful magic to make sure that no plant grew on earth could be used as a weapon against her son. People would use anything to try to say, where does mistletoe grows? Oh, it's a plant. Why, mistletoe can grow on more than 100 different types of trees. It is most often found on the Pinnacle and Harkey Oaks red map and black gum in North Carolina. Mistletoe is a small evergreen shrub that is plastic on other plants. Mistletoe is something like some kind of plant. And I guess that's where trees come in at. Does mistletoe grow in Orlando, Orianto or something? I don't know what the hell that is. They use all I can say is the Most High, He tells you what to celebrate. Mm-hmm. Yep. People will celebrate any damn thing. When did Christmas first started being celebrated?
According to Wikipedia, the first recorded Christmas celebration was in Rome on December 25th, AD 336. In the 3rd century, the date of the Nativity was the subject of great interest.
Christmas tide, Christmas Eve, Advent, Annunciation, baptism dated December 25th, Western Christianity, and part of the Eastern churches of January the 7th, observed by the Christians, many non-Christians. When did Christmas begin? December 25th. The celebration of Christmas started in Rome about 336, but it did not become a major Christian festival until the 9th century, December the 16th. The first recorded Christmas celebration was in Rome in December 25th, AD 336. In the 3rd century, the date of the nativity was the subject of a great interest. Relating to the Christmas aside, Christmas Eve. I read that. Why is Christmas celebrated on December 25th? Christmas customs, traditions, and why Christmas question.com. Okay. Christmas is celebrated to remember the birth. Y'all y'all tell a damn lie. The birth of Jesus Christ, who Christians believe is the Son of God. The name Christmas comes from the Mass of Christ or Jesus, a mass services which is sometimes called communion or anarchist, is where Christmas remember that Jesus died for us and then came back to life. The Mass services was the only one that was allowed to take place after sunset and before sunrise the next day. So people had it at midnight. So we got the name Christ Mass shortened to Christmas. Christmas is now celebrated by people around the world, whether they are Christians or not. It's a time when family and friends come together and remember the good things they have. People and especially children also like the Christmas as it's a time when you give and receive presents. Fuck that bullshit. All if you're a follower of Christ, I mean the follower of God, the black Messiah, you're gonna be pissed off at some shit like this. Fuck this bullshit. This shit ain't, and our people sit right there and they suck this shit up. Mm-hmm. And our people celebrate this shit. No one knows the real birthday of Jesus. That's right. I mean, December 25th is not even in the Bible. No one knows the real birthday of Jesus. No date is given in the Bible. I agree with that. So why do we celebrate it on December 25th? December, the early Christian century had many arguments as to when it should be celebrated. Also, the birth of Jesus probably didn't happen in the year first, but slightly earlier, somewhere between 2 BCE/BC and 7 BCE BC. Possibly in 4 BCE/BC. There isn't a zero. The years go from 1 BC/BCE to 1. The first recorded date of Christmas being celebrated on December 25th was in 336 during the time of the Roman Empire. Constantine, he was the first Christian Roman Empire, but it was not an official Roman state festival at this time. And back in the 0 year, there wasn't no reason to celebrate this. And so from the very start, people was not celebrating this. December 25th had nothing to do with God. You can look at me and tell. Maybe the rain outside making it seem that way. The Roman festival of Saturnalia took place between December the 17th and the 23rd, and honoring the Roman god Saturn. The Roman god Saturn. The Roman also thought that the Solis took place on December 25th. It is also through though that in 24/7 the Roman Empire created the Dies Nationalis Solis, invented meaning birthday of the unconquered sun, also called solar invents, and it was held on December 25th. Because of the dates, some people say that the Christmas took over December 25th from those Roman festivals or yard. However, there are records going back to around 200 of early Christian to around 200 of early Christians connected the Nicene the 14th to the December 25th, March, and so 25th December was a Christian festival dated May years before solar events. More recent studies have also found that these solar events connection doesn't appear until the 12th century and is formed. One scribing note in the margins of a manuscript. There is also evidence that solar events might also have happened in October and not December anyway. I don't know how the hell this reading gonna sound, man. It says Christmas had also been celebrated by the early church on January the 16th, when they also celebrated the which means the revelation that Jesus was God's son and the baptism of John, like December 25th. Date above this was based on a celebration of Jesus' death / concept, but from the 6th April, not the 25th March. Now, I don't know, and many celebrated the visit of the wise men to the baby Jesus, but back then it celebrated both things. Jesus' baptism was originally seen as more important than his birth, as this was when he started his ministry. I don't even know how the hell that sound, man. Let me end this video. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna listen to it.